In the cold, brutal world of medieval England, death was an everyday companion. But sometimes, survival pushed humanity beyond the edge of sanity. Tonight, we travel back to the year 1216, to the siege of Dover, where starvation drove desperate souls to an unspeakable horror, cannibalism. It was the reign of King John, one of the most infamous kings in English history. His cruelty and incompetence had torn the kingdom apart, leading to a civil war known as the First Barons' War. In desperation, rebellious English barons invited Prince Louis of France to invade and seize the throne. Dover Castle, the key to England, stood as one of the most important fortresses in the land. In 1216, French forces surrounded it, determined to break its walls and its people. As weeks dragged into months, provisions inside the castle ran out. Bread was gone, livestock was gone, even vermin became scarce. The defenders of Dover, soldiers, townsfolk, and families, were trapped. Hunger gnawed at their bodies, twisting their stomachs, breaking their minds. The stench of rotting corpses filled the air, and soon those corpses would no longer go to waste. Chroniclers tell us that in their desperation, the starving turned to cannibalism. Flesh was carved from the dead. The battlefield became not just a place of slaughter, but a pantry for the living. Imagine the horror. Mothers forced to choose between starving children and the unthinkable. Soldiers gnawing on the remains of fallen comrades to keep fighting another day. This was not an isolated tale of madness. It was the grim reality of siege warfare in the Middle Ages, when famine often killed more than swords or arrows. Though the defenders of Dover endured incredible suffering, they refused to surrender. The castle held firm until King John's sudden death changed the course of the war, but the stories of what happened within its walls haunted generations. The siege of Dover became a warning of what hunger and desperation can do to the human spirit, turning neighbor against neighbor and man into monster. This is the legacy of 1216, where the line between survival and horror was crossed in the shadows of Dover's ancient walls. If you enjoy exploring the darkest corners of history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. There are many more horrors waiting to be uncovered, and some are far closer than you think.